What is up, folks? Welcome to another episode of my Holy Broken Empire. And it is an episode where a golden age is upon us. We are all the way out here in the Caucasus with our sort of colony here, Austrian Caucasia. And the Holy Roman Empire, even without these nations, the Holy Roman Empire is large and prosperous and really fueling our economy at this point, considering we have high, expensive advisors making 25 per month, which is pretty nice. And we have a decent amount of troops, although we can afford much more, apparently, according to our force limit. Our manpower is low, which is not ideal at all. But you guys might have noticed, I did not notice at the end of last episode that those pretender rebels were successful. So Aragon is now free. Which means no Spain. Rip Castile. He was so close to forming Spain. He would have formed it if he was not involved in a war. But there we go. It's alright. It's alright. What we're going to be doing this episode is declaring war on Venice. And I'm going to fabricate the only other province that I can fabricate. There. And we're going to be taking these 4 provinces at least. I'm thinking about... I'll probably give these 2 to Croatia. And we'll have somebody claim up Bosnia and just give it to them. Probably Serbia is a good choice. Yeah. But with that being said, guys, we're going to be fighting Castile when we go to this war. And what I intend to do is take 1 province from him, the cheapest development province, and the lowest. So it is these 2. Nope, it's that one there. We're going to be taking that province, core it up, add it to the empire, release Naples. And then that's going to give us reconquest on all of these... well, everything here in southern Italy for Naples. But the nice thing there is that that's going to go CB against Aragon. Truce with France is about to come up, actually. So we can go to war with Aragon there, okay. No, I'm going to go to war with Poland next, which will put us into a war with France. I'll break his alliance with Aragon, and then we'll use our reconquest CB to go against Aragon. And in that war, I'll also take something, probably this, that's the lowest development province, to release Catalonia. And then Catalonia will be ultimately our independent nation to take over all of Iberia and perhaps colonize and so on. We'll see in the future. But with no further ado, let's make sure that our troops are kind of not exiled and ready to smash Venice. And then we're going to go ahead and do exactly that. As far as other interesting wars, I wanted to declare this war, but it might take some time. This is a nice way, if we just peace out from him, to take a big chunk of land from Dulcadar and avoid his strong diplomacy. It will also give us Holy War CB when we border him finally. The Ottomans, which allows us to take what we want and give what we want to Byzantium, and it's just a nice CB to smash them quickly now that we can walk across the strait. Obviously. I have 2 Diplo slots remaining, and we could always cancel Great Britain. My hopes and dreams of PU in Great Britain seem pretty bleak of PUing him anytime soon. So I would like to keep my relations up with these free nations, though. If we could. And when I reopen the game like this, everybody's going to ask us because we have Diplo slots open. So many nations are like, hey, Austria, come on. Let's be friends. Something that I have not yet decided on, guys, is that our ally, who is inside the Empire Byzantium, will help us in this war. Now, we just left last episode giving him this land here. He has accepted Turkish culture, so he should be able to core it up pretty quickly. And he won't take more because he's overextended, but one thing we can do if is 100% Venice, and we can give him all of the Greek provinces if he's ready to go and accept them, which he probably will be. So that's what I intend to do. We'll see. feed up Byzantium. I want them to be strong as possible. Okay, let's use one of our stacks. That one. He's exiled, so he can walk all the way out there. Very nice. And we're ready to go. Also, if we call in Burgundy, I'm going to give him Provence. Yes, indeed. Make Burgundy the greatest French power imaginable. It's strange how some nations really like us and other nations don't. Like, there's such a huge discrepancy between Bohemia and the others. He doesn't desire our land or anything. It's just interesting to me. Okay. Needless to say, the Empire is going to do a lot of the work here. My poor manpower. I'm going to fabricate on Albania. Let's make sure we got the ticking war goal going. Yeah, so we want that separate piece of many of these nations, including Castile, but it's not going to be very much development that we want. We have to take Napoli, so that we can peace out for what it is that we desire. Plenty to do, and not enough time. Oldenburg. Oh, of course, it's going to show all of our subjects. I want to build a manpower building in, like, at least our capital, but we need more building slots. Perhaps I should develop more. Quite far ahead in Diplo points. So, I'm not going to lie, guys, despite having caught all of this up, a part of me feels like it would be more valuable to... Oh, wow, I thought that was the hugest region ever. The hugest area ever, because they're the same color. Look at that. Exactly the same color. I was like, whoa, that's a big region. Either way, I'm thinking about Georgia, guys. I'm thinking about Georgia. Georgia can have his capital added to the empire, as it is part of Europe. And I am beginning to think that I might do that. I might do that. You know, it's a little bit inefficient coring up the land, but, you know, this is going to be the most efficient game of all time. Like, I don't really care if we spend a little bit of admin coring up these provinces. Do you see what I'm saying? We do have to spread the empire out here. Byzantium will add his land, I guarantee you, which is so cool. And if we actually spread him one more war's worth out here, he could spread it. Now, Genoa would spread it if he had the opportunity to, and he was independent. And I'm not going to make him independent, actually. So that is what it is. Aragon has a 22-year-old. Unlikely, but I'll give him a royal marriage. Because of our Diplo ideas, we can just cancel them. And I'll proclaim guarantee over Ethiopia to try to help him out, prevent him from being murdered by somebody. Okay, our Empress comes into the throne 5-3-5. Nice. We're far ahead in our Diplo points, so if I could be lacking in any points, it would be that. We need militaries. That 5 in military is huge. And I'm happy to go around annexing some land and coring some land up. So having the 5 in admin is pretty nice as well. I'm not sure just yet, guys, that they are strong enough. We'll soon find out, but I'm really looking forward to our war against the Poles. If we go in and crush France, annul all of his alliances, I'm wondering if Burgundy will just straight up go in against himself. And the same goes for Bohemia. We will see. That will be the first time that we have sort of prepped the game to go in our direction. So how much war score is this worth? Those are our claims, and we have more war score to spend. Good. Good. The thing is, Byzantium did not have claims here, so despite being accepted culture, it will be fairly quick, but not as quick as it could be. By the way, guys, I realized from watching my second episode back, the reason Byzantium doesn't have his claims from his mission, which he has had in the past when I've done this, is because we restored him to a strong state as our vassal, and he's already taken the mission. So then when we fully annexed him, he no longer existed, you know? That is why he doesn't have the claims right now, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going for that province. Now, excitingly, we don't care about aggressive expansion anymore, because we could pretty much take on the whole world, especially with our diplomacy. Again, I want to reiterate the fact that Bohemia, some of these nations don't seem to realize it. They don't seem to adjust because they haven't gone to a war or anything like that. Aw, feels bad, man. We need to boost our stability a lot now. But these nations are actually more powerful because they're independent. Which is pretty cool. Alright. That doesn't cost us anything. Feels good, man. Nothing at all. But it does, of course, embolden Burgundy that much more. I really like the look of his states. Savoy is the only province that he's not going to ultimately own. But he's going to become a huge French powerhouse. I love it. So I don't understand the manufacturers, build manufacturers. I just don't understand this. If at least 20 all owned provinces, one of the following must be true. No, I just don't know what that means. That doesn't make any sense to me. Have a mill, have a pharmacy. We have that. So it has to be 20 time. Yeah, I think we need to build 20 manufacturers to complete that. I don't think I have 20 provinces, though. We have 33 provinces, 20 non-overseas cores. Oh, perfect. Apparently this is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think it's 20. I think it's 20. Cool. So after we expand it to Venice, we will be able to build a manufacturer in each one of these, some of which are pretty damn uneconomical, but what can you do? Some money's better than none. Oh, the Ottomans are getting crushed by the Mems, I suppose. So let's see if finally they're weak enough for the Mamluks to succeed. The good news about that is that oh, beautiful general, rolling a beautiful general, mate. Beauty, mate. The Ottomans are about to be real weak after they lose to the Mamluks, so surely Byzantium can kill them on his own next war. But the bad news is that the Mamluks are a whole nother story. The Mamluks are one of the greatest powers, and Byzantium's going to struggle against them. I'm wondering, by the way, France is the greatest power. I'm wondering if Bohemia or Byzantium or somebody will take his place here soon. One of our subjects. I'm yet to know if one of these sort of free subjects, which seems a bit of a contradictive term, I wonder if they're even capable. Maybe they're incapable of becoming a great power. I don't know. Not 100% sure. So if we're going to take Corfu and so on, give it to Byzantium. I need to call him in. He's not going to have any issues. Let's call him in so that I can give him the occupation. And now he probably has overextension, yeah. So we're going to need to wait. Just going to chill here a little bit. I'm looking forward to stating up this area though. That's going to be an economic move in many ways. And I'm wondering, we're going to be unfortunately lacking in trade. That's the only unfortunate thing about this. It's going to be really hard to spawn colonialism, for example. We might just, not do something like that because we're unable to. Nice. Good job, guys, beating Castile. If they take that fort, or soon after, we should be able to peace out. Truce is up with Poland, which is our next war. I'm looking forward to going in there and cleaving a big chunk of land to get a nice Ruthenian subject going. Glacier. Up and running. The Mamelukes are so geared to have a strong navy. Finally, I see them suffering. Which feels good, man. Feels good, man, indeed. Alright, give that to Byzantium. And I'm not sure about the war score, but I want to go give... We're going to have to awkwardly use our transports and go out there. Because I do want to give that to him as well. So let's go out to Crete. Rhodes has been annexed, has he? No, he hasn't. The Empire Swarm is not the best at doing the naval stuff. He might survive then in that case. We might just let him be for now. Okay, Castile, do you have any obnoxious diplomacy? I might break his alliance with Portugal and Venice for next time. Yeah, let's do that. Considering we're waiting for Byzantium to core anyway. We've got the time, there's no hurry. There it is. Okay, please take some land. No! Really? Ah, shoot. I should have promised him some land. It might have made a difference. That's a shame, dude, if he doesn't... He's got a 2. He's got a 2. Let's influence him. Jeez, it's expensive, but I'm going to do it to give him an additional admin per month. Money for monarch points is a good trade in my book. Ah, that's a shame, dude. Maybe it will adjust again, like in a month or so. Feels bad, man, though. My little navy's getting Recarinoed. I don't... We're about to take Ragusa for ourselves, so that will give us the opportunity to claim up Albania. My poor navy! Stop it! Leave me alone. "10 years of losing one army tradition. Uh-oh. That's going to bleed out pretty quickly. Yeah, defeat him for me. No, Byzantium doesn't want those provinces. Well, that's a shame. I'm going to release them. That's what I'm going to do. And give the Byzantium the opportunity to take them in the future. Alright, so we're about to peace out. Very shortly. I think that's the smartest move. Just release them. They are high priority for Byzantium. His culture, and he does prioritize them. It's just, I think he's so lacking on admin, you know? That's why he doesn't want them. Keep the truce short as possible with Castile. I guess same thing with Venice. I would like to take his cash, but not important. There we go. Now let's use this province to claim land from Albania. So this I do want to go ahead and core up. And we'll release Naples after adding it to the empire, which we can easily do through Epirus. I think that's us. We have to be content with what just happened. So I'm also going to core this up for myself. And then this. But this province here is Croatian culture and it's part of that estate. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Croatia. Make him stronger. It's going to be much more valuable in his hand than mine. And he can core it up for us. Yeah, so hoping now that we prioritize these provinces, that Serbia will claim them up, and we'll go ahead and feed it to him. That's the capital of Venice now. Venice only has one coastal province. Get wrecked, mate. Get wreck-renoed. Alright. Next war is going to be against Poland. Now, we are going to take a lot of land. We are going to take a lot of land, which I think the smartest thing is to just spend points at this stage. We're doing very well on Diplo to reduce our war exhaustion, but I think we do indeed need to reduce our war exhaustion is the point that I'm trying to make. Now, I'm not going to increase autonomy in Venice. No way in hell. And I want to hand this off to Croatia also. But I'm going to wait. Because I just want to claim up Albania's other province there. Dude, these stupid missions, this is not clear, dude. I don't want to keep building manufactories, you know, if I'm not going to complete the mission, but even if I do, it's like hardly worth it. I mean, it is worth it for sure, but it's whatever. 5 reduced years of separatism is pretty nice. We needed 1,000 total development. That might take us a little while. We'd have to sort of have a colony elsewhere in the world to achieve that one. But I think it's time that you get smashed, Poland, once again. We can almost tick up our military. Hey, we got a small boost of military points there. So we would actually focus on France. That's what I want to do. Let's go take our troops. Can you guys hear that bird? That's really obnoxious. God dang it. More pork. I hope you can't. Yay. Province joins the HRE. Dude, that is so cool. So, Byzantium has not added his, Oh, wrong religion. That's why. He will convert them, though. He's got Catholic ideas. Let's look at subjects. He is not our subject. Yeah, but he does have religious strength. So he should... I mean, he's Byzantium. He's got it from his ideas as well, which yeah, if he hasn't unlocked it yet, he's bloody close. He should be able to convert those up, no problem. Alrighty, let's claim this. Albania and Venice going to war, by the way. So he's going to take that province there, isn't he? Interesting. I don't care if we spend a little bit of diplo points inefficiently, that's fine. I just want to get rid of this province before we go to war. Croatia, Grand Province. I know the name of it, but I was just checking because it changes sometimes based on the country. Alrighty. Hopefully Croatia sorts out his economic issues a little bit. He has a total of 1 fort. So the economic issue that he's experiencing hopefully won't last, you know. Okay, we're going to be using our own claim. Poland is fortifying that province, but I think it's still a good war goal, good enough. And why don't we call in Great Britain, because he's completely independent. If we don't call him in, he could go in against France while France looks weak and take some land for himself, which we don't want to see. So what I'm hoping to do is put France in a really bad situation in terms of manpower and so on. Like, hopefully stack wipe everything. Fully siege him, stack wipe everything. And I want to break his alliances. And then I'm hoping that Burgundy, who's rivaling him, will go in, but perhaps he won't. We'll see. He's not overwhelmingly powerful compared to France, you know. By the way, this is probably the hardest war in terms of forces that... Oh, wow. Byzantium joins. Interesting. I've never seen it happen before. Wow, in my testing, no member of the Empire joined. Okay. Let's go get Byzantium out. Priorities change. Rip naval unit there. We'll begin building a nice navy when we can. Now that's interesting. How many wars have we fought already, even in this series, where a member of the Empire said they would join and they didn't? From my experience, they do not join, but he certainly did. So I want to make the war against him as decisive as possible, and then obviously break his alliances with anybody. It looks like he's just allied with Poland. Naturally, they like each other over the Ottoman rivalry. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Things are going to take a little bit longer here, I guess. Rushing down here to whoop his booty myself. He's got defensive ideas and he's 1 tick ahead of us. No longer. He's no longer 1 tick ahead of us. These are his only forts. He does want this region of Albania. It's interesting. So I can call in Sweden, eh? Does Sweden desire any of these provinces? Doesn't look like he wants anything from Poland. No. No, I value you just being... Ah, that's interesting, man. My testings, guys, Because you see, Sweden and Burgundy are allies. That's fine. Bohemia, see, that's not fine though. From my testing, they were never called in, not one single time. But Bohemia is allying Russia over Poland. Wow. Okay. I guess maybe this is not as ridiculously OP as it could be, guys. If these guys are going to be a problem, if we want to expand and they're allying people, naturally we should be able to navigate the situation. Because I do intend to have Byzantium, Bohemia, etc. all as my own allies, so we can call them into wars and then attack the people they're allied with. But yeah, again, not ideal, not ideal at all. How did that fort get there? Do you seriously build a fort, somebody? I guess the Ottomans decided because they were getting pushed back, that's a good place to build a fort because it's in the mountains. I don't even know. That seems so unusual. I'm going to spend my admin points to state that up soon. Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. This is the first time, probably in about 10 or 11 wars, the first time a member of the Empire has begun to defend himself, or defend his ally against me, the Emperor. It just never happened otherwise. How's Protestantism look? There's still the odd province, but religious unity is looking pretty good. Most of these nations are doing okay. Yeah, so Byzantium, all I want to do is break your alliance, my man. I don't want to wound you in any way. It was not my intention at all. Probably be able to piece them out if we just make the odd occupations. Those Ottoman, those guys are hurting his enthusiasm. It's a significant amount. I want to help him out, but let's do it after we get out of the war. He's our ally, at least he will be, and we should be able to get military access. That should not be an issue. Okay. Yeah, I'm not confident that Burgundy can think he can 1v1 him. Let me think. Burgundy has 18 out of 25. He's so much weaker than France at the moment. A little bit distracted with Byzantium, guys. What I wanted to do when these forts begin to fall is stack wipe the French, you know? Really stack wipe them before we peace out to make them look extremely vulnerable. You know, there is a chance, though, that France would still just win, just merc up and win, and then Burgundy would lose land. That would be awkward. Let's just get out. Not yet, you know. Burgundy's not yet ready to go, but we've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Now, Bohemia, on the other hand, he looks stronger than Burgundy in terms of force limits. Where is he? He's here with 30. 30 out of 39. He looks pretty good. Pretty good. I reckon yep, Poland's going to have no allies. I think we could see Bohemia go in against Poland, and he could very well have more success. Yay! He begins to add Anatolia to the empire. But we must... that Ottoman-sized stack seems quite large to me. So let's help him out in that regard. Get rid of them. Nitra has 2 forts. I hope these guys don't like completely break their bank, you know. Become bankruptorino. We will absolutely obliterate these Ottomans. Haha, get wrecked by our Austrian might. We're so OP. Yeah, so again, make sure to leave your comments, guys. I'm interested to see, should we release a southern Italian Naples? That does seem pretty appealing to me, guys. Pretty cool and pretty appealing. But by naval tradition, hello, military tradition at least, which is tapering off so quickly. Not good at all. I really want to re-ally Byzantium to, can't do it while we're at war, but maintain those favors, and yeah, I just wanted to be my friend in general. So with Poland, this is the one province we don't have claim on. It wants us to take all those, but I'm not going to complete our mission, but I'm not going to. We will eventually be able to do it. That's all it gives as a reward. We're going to do it when we press the HRE button. But no sooner. I think I will just leave Albania there, and just like the others, Byzantium might go in against him if we annul his treaties. It could happen. Just like Corfu and so on. Apparently I say Corfu badly. Corfu, like Kung Fu. That's what somebody said to me. But I'm sure I say most things badly, guys. I'm a little bit, as they say in the industry, bro-tarded. A little bit unbregimacated. Oh, it's beautiful. I have to say, guys, this is definitely uncharted territory for me, and if we could have the whole of Europe added, that would be pretty cool. Come on, Bohemia. Poland has no allies. You gotta admit, he looks pretty attractive, pretty succulent right now. So we're going to go ahead and end the episode after this war, guys, but just so you guys know, I'm going to add this to the Empire, release Naples as a vassal, and what I will also do is, not this episode, but leading into it, we're going to call one of these provinces, which we think is most suitable to be the capital of Galicia, I guess in Krakow trading region, as opposed to Kiev, because he will pull into Krakow, and when we have an additional dude, we'll transfer from here, and the more after this there, the better. But gonna add him to the empire after adding these. So this will be the capital, I suppose. That will be the capital. And then, of course, I intend to feed him all, like, just embolden him, feed him his core, etc. And then ultimately set him free to expand into oblivion. That's the idea. Let's go take our units. Trebizond is free. So that's what the Mamelukes did, eh? Big chunk there of Anatolia, and they set free Trebizond. But I would say that, well and truly, Byzantium looks stronger to me. Holy crap. The Ottomans are at Tech 12, though. They've both completed a missionary idea. Yeah, hopefully Byzantium just kills the Ottomans if they continue to have bad diplomacy. That would be cool. But we'll see. What I'm trying to do right now is actually go for these troops. I feel like if we kill his troops, stack wipe them or whatever, he's going to look really vulnerable. Yeah, so I guess let's take all of his core. That seems reasonable to me. That's him at maximum capacity. 69 Diplo points is nothing to us at this stage. We've bloody well nothing better to spend them on. How are we doing on War Exhaustion? We're doing fine. I'm going to state this up, which we're slowly going to convert to Austrian. And this is going to become one of our main states. Feels good, man. Feels really good, man. Because that's a farmlands province that we can develop. Once it's Austrian, I'm happy to do so. Paper, that looks valuable. And then, of course, Venice itself is just so high development. Even without the trade or anything like that, it's just such a nice province. It's just a beauty, mate. Beauty. I bet it's... if there are no buildings built... Oh, Pest. Build a workshop there. Should have had one there ages ago. Yep, interesting. That should have, helped our trade out a little bit, not much. Last time I looked at that, we had everything occupied, so our trade strength was strong anyway, but... what advisor do we have? Discipline. As long as we can win. Then he goes retreat to Reno. I want to hunt them down and stack wipe them. But we might need these forts yet. Okay, let's sort out this stuff. The clergy and the nobility. And I'll just give him another small one in the meantime. Manufactory. I love the ones that are actually economical, dude. Those are fairly economical ones. I mean, we're becoming like a... It's so early in the game, guys. I love it. This is just fun. I'm nerding out so hard. I might get bored of it, I don't know. But, like, this is such a glorious game. This is really up there with one of the most glorious games that I've ever played. Inflation is getting all the way down. It's just so glorious. But what would make it really glorious for me, guys, before the episode ends here is if I saw Byzantium attack him. That's what I want. I just want to see Byzantium declare war on his enemy. We have had proof of concept that they will declare wars, and it was Burgundy. It's not like they go full derp. But at the moment, his troops are just so high, and I suggest his manpower is good-ish. Well, it's low because he built his forces up, but it's not tremendously low. It's not the pits, you know. I'm hoping though, now that his manpower is low, if we can, stack wipe him, then it's GG. I want to see the Bohemians declare the war. I want to see it. I also would really like a holy war CB against Russia. It might be smart in that case to fight this war against Russia and sort of potentially take land from him, as opposed to fight him directly. Would cancel his alliance with Bohemia if we attack Circassia. That is so cool, dude. That is so cool. I think it's so cool. The dream, of course, guys, is to set up these nations like Sweden. Like, when his truce comes up with Denmark in 1 year, I'm hoping that Denmark still has... Oh, he allied France. Okay, never mind. One thing we could do, perhaps, is that break his alliance and we get a truce, but Denmark doesn't. Like, who's stronger? Who's stronger? I don't see Denmark's troops. Sweden has about 17,000. I mean, he's obviously stronger in terms of development and so on, I can tell. But the navy is another issue. Denmark seems to have better navy. Okay. as soon as this fort falls, we're going to go stack hunting. There it is. Okay. Our mobility is really good, so let's go. I want it to stack wipe. Beautiful. Let's go for this one. He might lose that if they reinforce. And we'll try to kind of... Yep, it looks like it. Where would he retreat to? Somewhere up here? I don't think we can get him. Let's go for this. In the hills. Wait. Oh, did they stack wipe that 18k? We can boost our stability soon from the Pope. Let's get the points. How crazy is that, guys? That's an event for like a lot of money, points, or stability. And at looking at all of them, I'm like, don't care. Who needs money? Who needs points? You guys thought monarch points were important in this game? Nah. Okay, that's definitely a stack wipe. Beautiful. This is what I was looking for. Come on, Bohemia. This looks pretty appealing, dude. Have you ever seen such a free war? Come on, dude. Let's go. That's going to be my province. Let's quickly go take out those rebels. Yeah, so I have manpower issues. How crazy is it that we kept our manpower all the way up until such a late stage in the game? But it is what it is. We're going to win anyways. If we keep making our nation such a economic powerhouse, we can start using mercs like crazy, and also if we begin developing more, we can start building some manpower buildings as well. That's definitely another option that we have. Okay, that's, well, I see his troops there. Let's go deal with those. Yeah, I'm gonna peace out, Bohemia. I'm not gonna give you long, dude. I'm not gonna give you long. I'm not gonna sit here at 100%, dude. But come on, that looks appealing. You gotta admit, he's a pushover now. Go kill him. Go kill him. I would really love to see it. Let's go, Bohemia. Have some... Hey, we secured Croatia. Okay. Permanent claim on an area that we've already got a permanent claim. We've already conquered. Cool. Okay. Italian ambition, Transylvania. So this is permanent claim on Serbia and Wallachia. Done. That's it. No reward, effectively. 5 mercantilism. That's nice. And 10 years of local production efficiency and tax income. Well, we've stated it up and so on. I mean, the mercantilism permanent bonus, so that's nice. And it's going to improve our economy in the meantime a little bit. Cool. And now we have a ton of claims which are never going to go away, I suppose, because they're permanent until we form the HRE. Interesting. And these troops are about to be caught out of position. And I'm not going to really do anything else. Like, come on, Bohemia. He might wait till we've peaced out, guys. We'll see. But I'd really like to see you declare the war, dude, for real. Look. Please, Bohemia, just be a champion. Just be a champion. He's food. Let me think. We could take more. There's no harm in taking more to hand off the glacier. At least up until my overextension. Let's do it. There we go. And I won't take anything else for the purposes of truce time. Okay. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to add this to the empire, and I'm going to go ahead and release Naples as a vassal, who does not cost a Diplo slot. That's going to go ahead and give us this Reconquest War, which we can declare. He's allied to the Mamluks. That's a little bit tedious. And this Reconquest War that we can also declare, and we will declare in the future. Apparently he's allied to Burgundy. See, that, from my experience, has never been an issue, but it might turn out to be a bit of an issue. That I didn't work into the equation, because you can't blame me, because I tested it over and over and it never fired, but whatever. And of course here, guys, I'm going to core up these provinces, and that province, these three, these we will hold. That I will give to Glacier, add into the empire, and then just simply handle these provinces back to him, including the one which he does not have core on. He can call that up for us. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.